there. Welcome to another pre-recorded video because of construction going on outside. But anyway, today's video is going to be on cutting my own hair, how you can cut your hair. I just cut my hair and this is letting my hair air dry. If you're interested in cutting your own hair, stay tuned. I cut my hair so that I can keep most of my length, and I mainly just, went in and cut some layers and stuff like that just to give me my curl back, give me some life back because my hair was really limp and lifeless. And I just wasn't feeling it. I was just like, ugh, so over even doing it every day because I was like, it just looks horrible. So if you guys are interested in cutting your own hair ever or just seeing how I cut my own hair, then stay tuned. Okay, so you just want to start off with a part, and I'm sectioning out the top of my hair. This took me a little while to get it right, but this is going to be the main layer. When you pull all your hair up to the same spot and you cut it, when it falls in layers. So that's just like a number one trick if you're cutting your own hair. I don't have a definite part. My hair parts wherever it feels like, so I cut my hair in the middle so that no matter where I put it, it would fall nicely. I'm sectioning out the front right in front of my ear, and I'm just going to go in and cut some angles right there. I'm just pulling it really tight. Normally you cut below your hand, but in this case I'm cutting above so that I could have some tension on the hair when I'm cutting down. And I'm just cutting in an angle, and I'm literally doing the same exact thing to the other side. I'm sectioning out the front, and I am brushing it all straight, and I'm holding it tight, and I'm taking the scissor and I'm cutting down in an angle in the front to give myself angles, of course. And then I just continue to do that with the hair that I parted. It's just a lot to hold all that hair at one time. That's why I sectioned it out. So at this point, I'm just going down the rest of the hair, and I'm just doing in a diagonal angle, and I'm just cutting it downward with some tension from my hand. You don't want to pull too tight because you don't want to mess up your cut, but you want to have a good enough amount of tension in your hand to cut it. So now I'm just making sure that it's even, and now I am going to cut a little bit off the length. I didn't realize that I wasn't in the frame, but I'm still going in an angle, and I'm just kind of like swooping around so that I can get some length. That's all I took off. It was very, very little, but gosh, was it necessary, and boy, did it make a big difference. And of course, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. You always want to make sure that it's even. I'm really sorry this wasn't in frame. And now I'm going to go in and cut some layers. Well, I should say some more layers because I already did that big layer. So I'm just pulling out hair. This is the one that I have in the frame, so this is pretty much what I did everywhere. You just cut it so that it's even, and then when it falls nicely and in its angles or layers, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's layers, I'm sorry, wrong word. And then I just did the same thing for the rest of the hair. I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this because it is not in frame, but that is exactly what I did for the rest of the hair. Isn't it ironic